week this week. Big week, a lot to talk about. But first, before we get into it,
every week,
a little more this week than normal. But before we go, subscriber of the week. Subscriber of the week this week. It's right. Joel P. Okay, Joel P. He donated $9.99.
That's right.
Our first ever donation.
Whoa, Joel. Thank you,
Joel.
I won't see a cent of that.
Well, I don't even know how to accept it.
I won't see a cent of that.
I haven't even
I'm trying to get a
it.
coffee out of the guy. They're going. By the way, I seen a couple others in there that said, dude, they won me over. They're over there asking for, okay, what do I got to do to get a shirt?
I know.
And I think EJ Newton or something like that, or what was his name? I'm telling you.
Shirts are for sale on the Facebook page. You can find them there.
Okay.
Lee mentioned it. I was going to name him, but I mean, Joel, our first ever donator. I got to figure out how to.
You want a shirt? I know how to get a shirt. No, we got to get these shirts out. I'll buy some of these shirts. How much do they cost?
Oh, we're getting them set up on the Shopify store. Shopify store coming soon.
Do you get them for about $4?
I wish. I wish. Also coming soon this year.
I noticed my shirt that you gave me, this part right here. I hate when that gets a little wrinkly, folded over. I like that to stay stiff.
Well, you're not doing the laundry right.
I noticed my cheapo shirt went. I can't even wear it now. I look like a. No, I'm just.
You wore a nice shirt today. There's some water stains on there. They're going.
Okay.
Joel, email us your size and address and your
Joel.
wrestling shirt.
Thank you.
Thank you. But let's get into it, baby. We
had
right. The the Walsh Ironman here, this high school tournament.
Wow.
Big results.
Wow.
Big results out of Iowa. How about Ferrari taking out Joe Seeley in the 165-pound finals? I'd say that was the marquee matchup of the whole tournament, wouldn't you?
Well,
but
yeah.
In addition, Luke Liliendahl took first for Penn State at 126. Gibson took seventh for Penn State at 132. Seeley ended up taking second. Two Iowa kids.
I'm telling you right now.
DeLucia and Ferrari both took first. 120 and 165. They're coming.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
They're coming.
I know. I was not going nowhere. I know that. And I'll tell you right now, he's not topped in the amount of effort he gives and the amount of care and the amount of passion. The only thing is Tom is more open with his. A lot of coaches, you can't see it like a Kale. I guarantee Kale wants to win every bit as bad as Brands. And there's some other coaches out there. There's no doubt whatsoever. They're giving 100 and I hate the old term 110%.
Yeah,
they're giving 100%. And I mean, that's tough to do, to give 100%, truly, at something. Tom Brands gives 100%.
And it's showing.
Whether you like his tactics or not, you cannot deny that man. And I'll tell you something else, why I say he's so good for college wrestling. When you beat a guy that cares that much and shows it, and you know that guy's giving 100%, there's passion just rolling out his ears. And when you beat a guy like that, that's sweet. That is sweet. Now, on the other side of the coin, it hurts more when you lose to a guy like that, too. But that's why it's so great for college wrestling. I'm telling you, man.
I know.
This is the kind of year where college wrestling's... Tell me it's not doing this, Zach. It's got to be doing this with what's going on.
We said that when we started the show. We predicted it. Now it's happening, and we're going to look like Einstein over here. It's not that hard to figure out.
I know.
It's not that hard to figure out. ESPN's figuring it out.
Well, to Ironman. I mean, there's so much to comment. What an incredible tournament. The very first thing you have to say is all these high school kids reaching this college level of technicality. I mean, they're that technically good that, I mean, it's impressive. You say, well, that means everyone's going to be even that much better 5 years from now than what we're seeing right now at the college level. I don't know if I buy that.
Not so fast, huh?
I don't know if I buy that because how much better can you get? When you watch like a Bo Bassett and you really watch him, he is hitting the exact thing at the exact time. It's almost like you ever play Tetris or something and you think, wow, I'm really good. And then you watch someone that actually is good, or cornhole. You think I'm really good at cornhole. And then you watch like a pro come up and there's like, I'm not even near that
There's
level.
levels to this. Yeah.
How much better can a Bo Bassett, or I could just keep naming names here in high school, because, I mean, Bassett's lost to how much better can they actually get? Well, I guess we're going to find out, but I say they're getting better faster.
And then plateauing earlier.
We may see a plateau.
That's an interesting take. I'd have to think about that.
How much better can they get? I mean,
well,
they'll get their man strength.
Worse.
They'll get their man strength, and that'll be a advantage. But in all seriousness, technically, some of these high school kids are, I mean, it's just everything is happening faster.
It is going to be interesting to see how some of these freshmen and younger play out over the next 3-4 years.
Zach, we could name 8-10 names that are at a level that, say, years ago, that only a Stieber and a David Teller were at. You know, you could have 2 or 3 or 4 names that were at that level above everybody else. Now that level up there, it's like 10 names, and then even them 10 names are being taken into overtime by guys I've never even heard before. It's like the whole thing raised up, which that's good for our sport, right?
Great for our sport. I mean, Crookham came out of nowhere. I mean, we had never even talked about Crookham. Now he's like the no-brainer number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, Little Dahl and Jax Forrest. Jax Forrest, how fun is that guy to watch? But Little Dahl, I mean, wow. His ankles, his ankle picks, his speed. Wow is all I'm going to say. But I got to comment on the biggest match of all, the Ferrari against the Sealy. Now, congrats to Ferrari. Congrats to Iowa. They did have their 2 champions there. And Leo DeLuca definitely looks good. They just had him commit to Iowa. And the thing is yes, Iowa's not going anywhere. But back to Ferrari. Is as good as I feel, as much as I'm giving Ferrari, okay, there's your title. There's three now at Ironman. No, I said all along, Angelo is probably the best of the 3 Ferraris.
You did say that.
And there's no doubt he's very, very, very good. I don't know if I would be feeling real good right now if I was Ferrari.
About that win over Sealy?
Yes. I mean, we're
Why
talking. Well, first off, he's at the 170 weight class. Sealy's at the 160. They met in the middle at 165. So he had a little size on Sealy. Point number 1. Point number 2, it was like a year ago he majored him at who's number 1. And right now I watched that match. That is even as 2 wrestlers can be. I mean, Sealy is raising levels, dude.
Well, maybe Ferrari wasn't full strength. He had to cut that weight.
That's true. That could have had a factor. There's so many factors into this. That's so many factors that he did cut some weight. And, yeah.
Is DeLuca the next Spencer Lee at Iowa?
Whoa. I mean, he's going to have to deal with the Lillendahl. And who else? I mean, it's at the point
There's too many good kids all jumbled up, dude.
You know, This is crazy talk, people. This is really, really crazy talk. But almost like 72 Dolphins. You know, the 72 Dolphins, they get champagne after everyone finally gets a loss every year because they're the undefeated. Well, we kind of have the same thing in wrestling.
Kale.
With Kale.
Did Kale pop a bottle of champagne after Shapiro lost?
Well, I mean, he still has a couple out there, the Crookhams, the Messing-Brinks, the Figueroas.
Oh, you're putting Messing-Brink in that category?
Messing-Brink hasn't lost.
Oh, slow down.
Messing-Brink hasn't lost.
What, dude?
He went 2-0 last year, and he's undefeated.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying.
I'm breaking down. There's a path for Iowa. With the way this is going, there's a path for Iowa to beat Penn State.
No!
I'm telling you right now, I'm going to break it down, dude. There's a real path. There's a real shot at that happening. Penn State's taking injuries?
No!
There's chaos in the clubhouse, and Penn State Kale's talking about he's questioning himself. Now, I got quotes. I got quotes here.
Oh, quote smokes.
Of course you're questioning. Okay, what can we do to eliminate and prevent injuries moving forward, and how can we help... How can we obviously help Shayne mentally and physically? What happened? Penn State's breaking down. We got injuries.
Okay, the system had a little
glitch. A system glitch in Penn State. And I said it only is going to take 1 or 2 injuries. And Tom Brands has got him coming.
Terry, one of our contributors on our Facebook page, or Iowa Connection. I love Terry. But he nailed me to the ground on this. He says, hey, Wayne, you remember you were criticizing Brands, saying, well, he's over there working them kids too hard at practice. Yeah. That's why they're always getting hurt. Everybody's always hurt, and Brands is there. Come on, boys, let's run into the wall. Let's show how tough we are. And it's like, dude, Terry nailed me to the ground on this because you know what? Mm-hmm. This can happen to anybody, right?
I want to know how it happened. Was it a dodgeball injury?
No,
oh, boy.
No,
a dodgeball injury. Oh my goodness!
No, I heard.
What if he was juking out a dodgeball throw from Bo Nickel or something?
I heard that he actually had a partial tear, and he looked that good that he did at the beginning of this year with the partial tear, and. You know,
that's a lot worse.
Some practice.
I hope that ain't the case.
Hey, you could do this slipping on a piece of ice, and he tore it the rest of the way.
What?
Yeah. And now here's the thing.
What?
If I know
that's so much worse.
If I know Van Ness, he probably went to the coach and say, dude, I can wrestle anyway. Let's go. I'll wrestle anyway. That's probably Van Ness.
Okay, but haven't you said the same thing? You said Spencer probably said the same thing, but it was Brand's responsibility to step in and be the adult and say no.
That's it.
That's right. Where was Kale?
Kale stepped in and said no.
No, he didn't.
Van Ness, you go get fixed. We'll handle it. We got K-Sack over here.
Yeah, after he tore it.
We got David Evans over here. Pierce, love your effort. You were put on the grand stage this weekend. Show me how hungry you are, boy. Show me how hungry you are. And, you know, he was up against a tougher kid from Hofstra. But, and his time's coming. Pierce is a great wrestler. Look, this is between K-Sack and David Evans. Between me and you.
K-Sack and David Evans. I'm going to say you want David Evans.
I don't know because K-Sack is so good. Like, how's this shake out? I want to make sure he's got 4 full years, and he's right in that little log jam of an area for Penn State. And I'm not sure if this means K-Sack can get a year that would have been sketchy because of the amount of kids. I say K-Sack, but really, the fact that David Evans, to me, has been an AA for a year, maybe 2 years. Certainly he's good enough this year to be an AA, and he stayed at Penn State. It's like everything opened up. Here is your gift. Here is what you earned, and here's your spot. Go and see if you can get a.
Don't you dare say deserve. The word deserve. that word don't exist in wrestling. Does David Evans deserve? Oh, he finally deserves a spot.
Isn't it Corey or somebody said what does that word mean?
Yeah, that word means nothing. Take it out of the dictionary. No one deserves nothing.
But your opinion. What do you mean you deserve? That's your opinion. But yeah. I don't think you deserve. But
how about did Shayne Van Ness deserve to give himself his own nickname? Shayne Van Ness Stomps? What? You're not allowed. He cursed himself.
No.
You're not allowed to give yourself your own nickname, and that's not a great one. Shayne Van Ness Stomps. A week ago, he said that.
I'm not.
Stomps he stomped a little too hard on that knee, didn't he? Dang on.
Well. I'm not real Van happy over here. I'll tell you that right now.
Regardless, this is a hit at Penn State, man.
You know, as soon as Mendez gave himself a name, I don't know if Mendez, but Jesse the Menace Mendez, boom, down he goes. Boom,
like
down he goes.
It's the Madden cover curse, dude.
Wow.
You cannot only we are allowed to give you nicknames. Carter Hopstarachi.
Yeah, whoa.
Aaron Bucket Brooks. Yeah. Levi Freight Train Haynes. All them boys went on the upswing since we gave them nicknames.
But back to Ironman, okay? Yeah, there's no doubt both of them. That's going to be a fun match to watch between the Iowa and the Penn State. Joe Seeley against Ferrari in these years to come. But the other ones, like the Lillendahl against all these other studs at that weight
we
class.
talk about Seeley. Where's Seeley fitting in the lineup in Penn State?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a log jam too, but you're thinking 74, right? You know, after Strachey leaves, there's where Seeley's going to go, but.
Well, either that or Messenbrink's got to bump up, right?
I mean,
Messenbrink. You're going to have Haynes, Seeley, Messenbrink.
I think.
Yikes! That is murderer's row right there, dude.
I got to say, I watched all these, just impressed to no end with, like, Davino over Blaze. What a match. Both of them. Incredible. Yes. I could keep going on.
What about Aiden Smith, Jackson Joyce, some of these Cornell kids? Cornell's getting recruits, baby. Do you know how they finished? Aiden Smith, Jackson Joy?
Joy lost, but they're good. We're talking about very good wrestlers here. Just because they lost the tournament, I mean,
at 113.
I can't say enough about Bazakis looks good. Manville looks good. The thing is this Bo Bassett. There might be the actual threat to Kale.
That's the Kale threat, though. I got to give it to him. A lot of Bassett,
but
man.
It's an
experiment. On social media, he's like the next Caden Henschel.
It's taken someone to such a high level so quickly, but he's I think maturity-wise, everything. He's like, when you listen to the kid, it certainly appears he's handling it, and he doesn't let stress. I like his approach, and he's not afraid to go take a loss.
Where's he going?
I mean, a lot of people swear and declare he's going to Iowa because his big hero, Spencer Lee. A lot of people swear and declare he's going to Penn State, and I think we could end up – I know one thing, his good buddy, or is it his brother or stepbrother or something? The Gibson brothers are at Penn State. So I
read a rumor he's
Bishop
going to
McCourt, come on over to Penn State, the entire Bishop McCourt team, and that's form that union. That's for that union. But no, I will say.
All right, I've been first of all, I read on Twitter. By the way, BG Wrestling, we're now on Twitter, folks. So follow our Twitter.
Teach me how to do Twitter.
Follow our Twitter page. You're gonna get a lot of good content there. We're now on Facebook. We're now on Twitter and YouTube. But I've been following. I found this fantasy college wrestling guy. What's his name? John. Well, first of all, Fantasy College Wrestling on Twitter.
We're gonna do this, right?
We are gonna do it. Why don't you talk about
year-end tournament? Well, I noticed last year our little fantasy group. Last year it's a funny thing. Our fantasy group has wrestlers all over the place, college wrestlers, and then we got 2 basketball players. Well, didn't one of them basketball players somehow slop his way into a title last year? Cool. And he walked around proud as a peacock among all of us wrestlers with his chest out and stuff. Well, he considers himself an expert at football, and I noticed he just took a spanking in your
stomped him out. Yeah.
Little fantasy league.
Wow.
So and we'll continue that stumping when he comes over to wrestling.
Nickname
but with that said, we want to start this. Anyone can join in. It doesn't matter how many's in. We got to have some sort of prize or present, right?
Oh, it's going to be a big prize, huge prize.
For the overall winner.
For the tournament.
For just the tournament.
We're going to do just the tournament. Next year, we're going to start it for the whole season.
We're going to throw a couple personal challenges to maybe some other podcasts, right? Take on the
we're going to challenge podcasts.
Yeah.
We're talking about Flow, Clash of Combat.
Anybody that wants
Bashmania.
take us on fantasy-wise for the end-of-the-year tournament, me and Zach will put our minds together.
And dominate you.
And
probably.
If they beat us, we
dominate any of these other podcasts out there.
If they beat us, we will remain completely silent about the whole thing afterwards, won't we?
Yeah, we won't discuss it.
That's right. That's how we play.
I'm just kidding. But hey, man, check out Joe Kania. Joe Kania on Twitter. This is who I found. He has this fantasyfightleague.com that they do fantasy wrestling. This dude also made a wrestling game with NIL money. Fascinating dude, okay? I just found him learning more about him. But, hey, we're doing the fantasy wrestling coming up in the tournament time. So get ready, folks. We're also on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter. We have some sketches on there that on Twitter and Facebook, you can only find them there. But
yeah.
all right.
I want to get going on Twitter, too. I want to contribute, too.
Yeah.
So I have to learn how to make.
Yeah, you just
walk
in. That's all you got to do. Done. Hold on. Hold on.
We didn't lose anything, did we?
No. Well,
because that
we
were rolling.
Okay. All right, and we're back.
Wow, we just lost power.
We lost power. It does not stop us.
I lost daggone power. Just shut off on us. Now, daggone, Zach, I told you, if you're out there making these how to catch a bird videos, no wonder you didn't pay the electric bill. And now
struggling over here, folks. We're struggling.
Wow. We got to make some money here.
I will say this. I had the battery backup out, and we were prepared to fire it back up. And that's what we're going to do on our live stream at Match Day, February 2nd in Penn State, folks.
I mean, you are set up.
Power or no power, dude. We're going.
Dang.
All right. Let's wrap this Walsh Ironman up here. Any final thoughts, dude? We got to move on. Penn State's in trouble. Injuries, and I'm going to break down Penn State, Iowa here in a little bit, but
between the two tournaments, the Super 32 and the Walsh, wow, they're fun tournaments. The high schoolers are fun to watch. And that's it. That's all I got to say on that.
All right, we got to move on to Pittsburgh upsetting the Young Bucks. Ohio State going down. No one saw this coming. What was it, number 19 over number 5?
Something like that.
What happened?
Whoa.
What happened, Jesse Mendez?
Whoa. I mean, well, first off, everybody forgot who Cole Matthews was
true.
because he came into the match 3-3. And you know what? He decided, and if I remember, Cole Matthews has done this before. Mm-hmm. He kind of looks like if he cares this match, you better watch out.
Ooh.
And you know what? All this talk, it would probably help Jesse Mendez it'll keep him grounded or whatever. Well, obviously, he's going to be a threat, but I'll tell you, style-wise or something, he's going to have to get through the Cole Matthews before he gets to Real Wood.
We saw a little bit of this out of Mendez last year, though, the up and down.
Yeah, we did. We did. And I tell you the truth, though, you watch that match really close, and, I mean, he didn't appear to have any openings to get in there to take Matthews down. I mean, Matthews is tough defensively, and it kind of looked like at riding point was going to be the difference. And I thought he had 1-0 lead. He had the riding point in his back pocket, and he was still on top. And I was thinking as I watched that match, I don't know if I'd let him up. I'd work extra hard to stay on top here. Bad things are going to happen if he escapes. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. And it just keeps the excitement in college wrestling. But it could have been worse, Zach.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
I tell you, the one match which I personally, it really frustrated me. Not that I was rooting for Pitt or Ohio State. I was kind of rooting for Pitt a little bit, but this Finn Solomon. Finn.
Okay.
Dude, when you have a lead, this is Wrestling 101. When you have a lead and you don't even have any stall warnings, that you have a couple stalls to give and keep the lead, and you're in the third period, you don't go diving in. You got to know when it's time to protect the lead. So you could say you got to know when and how to stall. Mm-hmm. But dude, obviously he's going up against a very good wrestler in D'Amelio, and that frustrated me.
D'Amelio against
when
the
you
unranked
see
Finn Solomon.
Just basic,
11.
common Wrestling 101 wisdom in how to wrestle a match.
I'd say
know when you have to dive in and when you don't. And you gave that match away, Finn Solomon. You just gave it away. But kudos to D'Amelio. He went and got it too. But
yeah, I mean, some other upsets. We had Reese Heller over Gavin Hoffman and Stout over Georg.
Yeah, and the thing is the Hepner and the Feldman not being there killed Ohio State. Now, I don't know what's going on there. Is Feldman
What
going
is
to
that
be
all
an
about?
injury guy? One of them injury guys? He's there halftime. I tell you, I don't care how good a wrestler is. He still has to be there during the matches, like this big match.
Yeah.
And you say, well, you can't help injuries.
The first part of ability is availability.
Bam, bam. And all I know is that hurt Ohio State big time, not having, and I don't know what's going on with Hepner. I mean, I was all excited to watch him wrestle, and Wilcox was doing okay, but here late, Wilcox, he's run into trouble. How about Huffman? Gavin Huffman. What happened? Whoa, that sounds mean. I was going to say, what happened to Gavin Hoffman? Daggone. He was a super stud. I'm thinking, man, this is a...
Yeah, we were talking about him.
He's in a slump. That doesn't mean he can't come back, but
It is a long season.
all in all, you got to give it to Pitt. Pitt is tough. It's like they got 8
I know.
ranked guys, maybe 9 now after Camacho knocked off Macron. But wow, what a match! Great job, Pitt. Great job, Pitt. And that was a fun match to watch. We didn't have a whole lot of them this week, but.
Didn't have a whole lot of them.
I wanted to see Pitzer against Feldman. Dag on it.
Didn't get that.
We'll have to wait to
How about
see
Keith
that.
Gavin, man? This Pitt coach, dude.
I know. Yeah. He does a bang up job. One of them guys where he doesn't show that he's out there giving 100%, but you look at his results and you got to think this guy's giving 100% over there.
Yeah. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Good coach. Good coach. Man, before we move on to some other things, I want to stay on the Iowa Penn State topic as it's hot. Tom had some press conferences where that dude is just fun to watch, man. I tell you right now, he's fun to watch. But
he's getting a little angry about these suspensions and appeals.
he keeps this up, man.
He let a couple bad words fly this last one.
He's gonna be the meme central. He's the meme man, dude. He keeps up these.
His anger level is going.
I know.
He's about to explode.
Tired of gambling suspensions. Dude, I'm loving it. But I'm telling you, this man has a plan. And I'm going to tell you right now,
Oh boy.
later in the season, theoretically how Iowa could beat Penn State. I said it only could take a couple Penn State injuries. Well, we had one. We had one. So let's start at 125. Iowa's obviously taking 125 with Ayala, right? Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Braden Davis ain't going to just roll over for him.
We don't even know if he's starting there yet.
Well, he started yesterday and got himself a major. Now, we'll see how it goes.
Okay. You got to give the edge to Iowa there, though, right?
By the way, that tells me that Kale is pulling that shirt for Braden Davis, not to change something.
Braden Davis shirt getting pulled. Wow. No, I was going to talk.
I mean,
the
would you
125
save
question.
Braden Davis for the big matches? The fact that he wrestled him against Hofstra tells me, yep. And it only makes sense with some of these studs that are coming. But go ahead.
That's true.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
All right, so we got Iowa, I'd say 3-0. And then Nagao over Teskey, 3-3. Woods over Bartlett, that's fair, 6-3, right?
Okay. Well, I'll play, but this game got a little muddy right there.
Nothing I just said is crazy.
Okay.
Woods is favored against Bartlett. Nagao favored against Teskey.
Okay.
Ayala. All right, 149. Who we have? Voinovich against who?
No, put Ferrari in there. He won that, and he's going to be back by the time the Penn State match comes. He'll be there. They already got the whole plans going. Both Ferraris will be in there. And the fact that now AJ's out there saying, oh, he's going 97, that tells me they have full plans on Keeter coming to 285. Isn't that what it tells you?
Yeah.
And then I'll tell you something else. The whole, I'm not buying that, Gabe May redshirt this year. Tom doesn't have it in him. Believe me, Gabe will be there. Obviously, Gabe will be wrestling that match because he still has a couple competitions. But I still say, ultimately, Gabe's shirt's getting pulled. Tom needs to get a trophy. These Iowa fans over here are going nuts. They're about ready to burn down the barn.
Hold on, Iowa fans, because don't burn that barn down yet. Don't burn that barn down yet. Ferrari at 149, we don't even know at Penn State. So we're giving Iowa a check there, right?
Well, Ferrari, Yeah, I guess we give it.
Yeah.
Because whether it's Kazak or David Evans.
Ferrari's beating him.
Could David Evans beat Anthony Ferrari? If you're asking me, or Kazak, could he beat Anthony Ferrari?
Could.
Don't ask me.
Not favored.
You're not going to like my answer.
Not favored.
But
we're at 3-1 Iowa, 9-3. Let's just say simple matches.
All right, this is where it gets ugly.
157. Yeah, it's Haynes. All right, 9-6, 3-2 in matches. But then, here's where we have question marks. 165. Obviously, we're getting Messenbrink, right?
Yeah.
For Penn State. Who we got going out for Iowa?
Well, Caliendo
or Kennedy?
Well, it'll be Caliendo.
You think Messenbrink's a no-brainer there?
See, I don't want to put pressure on the kid or anything.
Because
yeah, I know.
Before we talk about that, let me give the other no-brainers here. So then you got Starachi is going to beat Arnold.
Bam.
Well,
that'll be a fun little test. But
Starachi's
going to beat Arnold.
And Truex is going to beat what? Riggins?
Unless they bumped Kennedy up, but whoever, Truex is going to win that. Yes.
Okay. So that's 4 matches for Penn State, and that's 3 for Iowa.
You're not going to come at me with AJ's going to. No.
I have 3 question marks.
You're not going to do it.
It's 4-3 Penn State with 3 matches left, and I think if Iowa takes 2 out of these 3, that could swing either way. Okay? And I'm talking 165 at Messenbrink, Caliendo, or Kennedy, 50-50. Then we have Ferrari, Brooks, and Keeter and Kirk.
Oh, please.
I'm telling you. Take 2 out of those 3, and there is a path, Iowa. That's not crazy.
I'm so ready. You know, how much do I care about that?
You saw
match?
all of them sitting together. Arnold, Keeter, Ferrari, all in the stands. They're building a brotherhood, a bond.
You know how much I care about that match? If my work says, no, you can't have off, I quit. I quit. I'm done. I'm watching this match. You either accept that or you don't. You want me to drive your truck? Well, this is the conditions.
I agree.
I'm seeing that match. By the way, we're going to Ohio State match, too.
Yeah, well, Ohio State better pick it up or that ain't going to be a fun match to watch. I'll tell you right now. But, dude, there's a real path. That's not the craziest thing, okay?
I've said that from the beginning, that this is going to get closer. I didn't want it to happen. But
it's happening. It's happening in front of our eyes. Tom Brands is a genius. Senior Nationals. You want to touch on anything there?
Well, first off, the thing about Senior Nationals is the Olympic Committee gave Belarus and Russia. They're in. Huge.
That is huge.
Huge news.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Enough already with they have to call themselves the independent athletes or whatever they got going. I don't care. I don't care. Just don't keep them out. They had nothing to do about whatever you're upset about, these athletes. So they're in. So we're going to see Dake and Sidakov go at it again. Oh, if Dake's got a couple hurdles to jump before he gets there.
He does.
I mean, whether it's Starachi, I can name several names. This whole process is going to be so much fun. As far as the Senior Nationals, we got some fun that is going to happen there. Obviously, Siriano and Spencer. Can I just tell you what's going to happen there? You can see what's going to happen there already. Spencer will take out Siriano. And
glad you said that.
What we anticipated is, we want the best we can possibly find for our 57 kilograms. Spencer's got that look about him. Just the fact that he's entering the Senior Nationals shows me.
I know.
All of a sudden, the pressure's gone, and that last tournament I just won was fun. Even though Megaludis gave me a fit there in the finals, it was fun. He wasn't feeling that mountain of pressure, and obviously the knees are good. I kind of anticipate Spencer being our 57-pounder. Now that's over Vito that I'm saying that, or Gilman. I'm telling you, we'll see. We'll see. I need to see this tournament. Let me hold that back. Let me pull that back until let's watch the Senior Nationals. Let's see if what I anticipate is happening here actually happens. But that's going to be fun between them 3. Fix is in that. Spencer, Vito. that 57, find out who's going to be our representative is going to be really as fun as like 65. 65, we got Lee, Yanni, Alirez, Zane, James Green, McKenna. I have no clue. And, Zane still has to get down. If Zane gets down and he can somehow get down early enough to have his strength about him, I know he's never beat James Green. I still say Zane is the man there. But go on, any of them names. We've seen Yanni step it up. We've seen Nick Lee step it up. It's just going to be so much fun. The whole thing. I see Cassiope signed up for the Senior Nationals.
Good.
So we'll see how that works out. He's at what is he at? 97 or something? Or I have to look.
To stay sharp.
It's not at the 125 kilograms. It's the one below that, I think. So, of course, at 86, Taylor, Brooks, Valencia, that's going to be great. And, Cox and Snyder, we keep waiting for this grand matchup, and it never happens. I'm not saying that's not going to happen at the Senior Nationals. I'm just kind of looking down the line here. But thank goodness Russia and Belarus are in this, and we're in for some
make it
fun Olympic. It's going to be fun, except afterwards, somebody needs to slap the decision makers around about this whole weight classes, 6 weight classes. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Give me one reason. One reason. It costs too much. What do you mean it costs too much?
Is that the reason?
Put a GoFundMe page up there or something. If you guys are so hard up for money, that's like the team trophies. We're not going to give 4 out this year. We're going to give 3 out this. Put a GoFundMe up or something. Please.
Really? Are we struggling that much? Come on.
I know.
Ay. I'll tell you who's not struggling, though. In recruiting, Cornell.
Oh,
Cornell, dude. Although, hang on. I want to get in. I want to tie this together here because we had a comment. I don't know if we want to necessarily go right into comments review here, but John Brown, Shapiro was wobbly and indicated dizziness. The failure of Cornell or the ref or someone to call for concussion protocol was near criminal. Surely they would have checked before allowing him to wrestle in the next 2 matches. Okay.
Our connection, Kevin Schur, who is very, very close at Cornell. His heart, Cornell is in his heart. Sort of like Penn State's in mine.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in yours. I guess Tom. Not necessarily Iowa. It's more Tom.
It's just
because
fire burning.
You are a Tom fan. I will say that. But, that would bother me. No one's talking about. No one says squat about the
why is no
concussion
one talking about it?
When all we have is what Kevin told us, and what he might have heard from Cornell Forum or whatever, from the right connection. I trust what Kevin's saying, but more so than that, I trust what my eyes seen. And what my eyes showed was you seen, especially during that whizzer hip in where he flung him and his head smashed that mat. You could see where he probably took the concussion, but more so you could see in the other 2 matches afterwards. And that whole thing boggles my mind.
I have 2 things I want to say here. It reminds me of, first of all, Cornell, Ivy League University. They got money, baby. Where are the trainers? It reminded me of last week, Trevor Lawrence. Dude's probably worth $500 million. Gets hurt. A security guard is helping him walk off the field. A security guard for an NFL franchise quarterback. I said,
very good point.
What is happening, dude? And the other thing I'm going to say is, dude, hello, Cornell. Do you understand how serious they're taking concussions now? Last week, Watt, the Steelers player, clearly got a concussion. Okay. They sent him back out there with a visor on. I'm telling you right now, Watt, Steelers are going to lose a draft pick next year. Steelers are going to lose a draft pick next year because they sent him back out on the field with a concussion. I'm telling you right now, Cornell, stop playing around. What are you doing? Not to mention... You're risking this kid's career in a stupid early season tournament, dude. I'm serious about that.
No, I think a lot of people.
How about
a lot of the wrestling media hasn't talked except for us. But we're here to kind of blast you, Cornell. Someone's got to take charge over there.
Yeah, I mean, and no one fully understands the severity of concussions, but I mean, how about when I mean, you've seen Antonio Brown. I've mentioned him. That dude went off the rails. People go off the rails off a concussion. Yeah. Look at me. Remember when I was a sophomore playing outside linebacker?
Oh, that's right.
And I got knocked into cloud 9. And
that blindside block from
a crackback block.
Crack block.
Hit me to my back and my feet. I was so out. My feet stayed up in the air and slowly fell down. And I have not been the same since.
That was one of the scariest times of my life.
You probably thought your son died.
I did. I'm looking out at my feet. I don't even want to say the words.
My feet are just in the air like a dead body. Dude.
I know, and it's if I would have known right then that you were going to be okay, it would have been funny. I mean, I would have liked to have had the camera on it so we could get it out during reunions and stuff. Look at Zach's feet.
Yeah, but I know. It's funny now. It's funny now.
Nothing's funny about this. We're walking on the edge here.
I know.
We're walking on the edge.
Joking about me.
Yeah.
Joking about me. Anyway, they don't know what they're doing in the training staff, but they do know what they're doing in recruiting. Okay, they got these Cortez boys. They got Vega coming. Cornell.
Yeah, come on over to Cornell. We'll knock you right on out. Bam!
All right, I don't even know what to say, man. That's good. That's good. Hey, team rankings. I want to mention. Okay, look, we had shuffle up now. Penn State obviously still number 1. NC State number 2. Cornell 3. Iowa 4. Nebraska 5. Nebraska's coming, dude. We need.
Let me see that. I have to have a comment about this.
We need to talk more about Nebraska, dude.
But. Well, Cornell kind of sits with Ohio State with me. I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah.
The whole FOCA, I need to see what's going. Llewell, the fact that he's out, that hurt them, and. I need to see Shapiro wrestle, and I can't. I will say this right now. In my book, Iowa might probably entered if everything goes as planned. Oh, by the way, we have all these personalities and egos have to actually get together for about 2 months. The Ferraris, the Kennedys, the
Ferraris are hanging out. They're all hanging out.
The brands.
Dude, Tom's doing exactly what I told him. He's doing the us against the world. Everyone hates us. Over there. He's building camaraderie. You saw them all sitting
building
together.
Camaraderie. It looks like the big top over there. But anyway, everybody forgets about Missouri. What about Missouri being a trophy team? But even Nebraska is stacked. But like everybody that you put, we've seen some. What's going on there? You know, it's almost like with Nebraska, a couple of their guys at the Cliff Keen. Whoa, what the world?
No. Yeah. Well, Rob Huey commented, let's be honest, Ohio State doesn't develop talent. Yikes, shots at Tom Ryan.
All right. I seen one comment. It was, man, wrestling fans can be brutal. They said they were talking about Ohio State just lost a Pitt. And somebody wrote in and says, well, I see the Tony Robbins approach isn't working over there at Ohio State. Bam! Ouch! Tom Ryan, don't take that.
Oh, my goodness.
Don't take that.
Oh, my goodness. All right. E.J. Newton said, what does a guy do to get a shirt?
That's what I mean.
Wait.
That's the guy.
I swear I sent you one, E.J. Did you not?
Oh, he's sweet. Swindling.
I need to put an Excel document.
He wants one together for his wife.
Yeah, I'm not.
Good move, EJ.
I'm not keeping track of these, dude. I need to keep track of these. All right, how about Bilbo Baggins? Feldman has to be the most overrated guy to come out of high school. He is done growing. He will never be big enough for heavyweight to be elite. He is injury prone as well. Wrestling bigger guys all the time. He is never going to be a top guy. He's too short.
Well, the injury prone is so far. Can't say that's false.
And if he's undersized, it's not going to get any better.
He could use more size, but that.
How about Tim Miller here, talking about Penn State looking lethargic coming out of Thanksgiving. Tim says, I think the most important thing to remember with a lot of these wrestlers is that Thanksgiving just passed. Many of them probably had issues with keeping weight. Is that what happened to Aaron Brooks? I don't know. Or not keeping up with their training. I know for a fact that's what occurs with a lot of Penn State wrestlers. Their coaches give them a lot of leeway, and they never perform that good after holidays. Well, maybe a little discipline over there, Kale. Maybe not so loosey-goosey.
Oh, please.
Games, dodgeball play.
It's a system. It's a mind. They're creating a mindset over there, and that mindset is fun. You know, over there at Tom, over at the drill camp. You know,
boot camp.
We're gonna have fun here. I said we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Steen, how about B. Michael? Steen is not the answer at 25. Robbie Howard has been overrated for 3 years. Heck, he was 7-6 2 years ago. When healthy, he's supposed to be back. Well, we talked him. B. Michael. All right, how about our boy Christian Piles? Whoa, Ramos as a jag? Remember I said he's just a guy. Well, he is. Yes. Bold tag, but I laud the courage. Also says Wayne is right about neutral danger. Some refs are too slow to start counting.
Yes, thank you, Christian. Thank you.
Let's speed this up, baby.
When the guy's in danger, that means counting needs to start.
Yeah, it's not that hard.
Yeah, and if you can't get down, I can get down. Look how big I am. You want to bet how fast I get down there and start swiping? I get down there quick.
It's live to be a Penn State ref there. One final one here from Tim M. Why can't a tourney like this be held in a facility with actual seating for thousands? I know, that's kind of a problem with wrestling, dude. These gyms are just not big.
Well, you know, I mean...
Hey, I know a solution. Just get us in their live stream. We'll commentate it, and it'll be like you're sitting there anyway.
We could... Yeah.
Seriously?
Let's do some live streams of a wrestling match sometime. What do you say?
I would love to. Let us commentate it, dude.
Yeah.
And all right. Hey, let's... who's got wrestling?
By the way, them poor kids at Penn State... They plucked 2 kids out
of the stands. I know, dude. What?
Did you read that one comment? They gave them $20 and a sandwich and plucked 2 kids out of the stands to commentate the Penn State match. Out!
I know.
Here, this guy and this girl, they're giving their all. All right, come on.
I know.
Now it'd be nice if they actually knew the sport of wrestling, but no, I thought they were just fine. Of course, man. Dude, get Ironhead in there, the greatest commentator.
Ironhead, or give us a shot, dude. Someone out there with a wrestling. Let's reach out to some high schools, dude. We're gonna put our resume out there. We're gonna.
Yeah, if you're a high school, have us come.
You think we wouldn't be fired up? You think people wouldn't be fired up to have us on the sideline screaming and yelling?
We'll put a little passion in it.
Yeah, a lot of passion in it, dude. That's what we would do. Change the sport, baby. Anything else?
Well, we would certainly put more than Steve-O put in this the other day. I see the number 6 at 125 lost. That 125 is just fun. I'm just starting. I want to just keep going. You're wrapping this up. I'll shut it down.
Keep going.
I'll shut it down.
I'm just out of my material.
Okay. Folks.
We have fantasy.
We made it through power outages.
Power outage this episode.
Yes, and it's just fun.
We kind of moved our recording time to Monday mornings now.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. We were both just drained. You're drained from taking a beating in your fantasy every day. I come up and you're in a bad mood because your team stinks. Me,
I'm in 2 leagues. I'm gonna win highest, score the most points in both leagues, and I'm 7-7. I'm 7-7, and I'm the highest point scoring total.
Oh, so you're not a Fugazi team like Drew?
Actually, he's
Drew?
got 5 points.
Drew!
A lot of Fugazi out there, baby.
Take that, Drew!
A lot of Fugazi out there. He's not Fugazi.
And where is Drew? Casual fan Drew, we haven't had him on for a while. Listen, when we have our draft, our fantasy draft,
we're gonna have some guests.
That's finally have some guests.
Maybe we should. Well, I don't know about live streaming.
Even your brother. Maybe we'll have your brother on too. Oh, Corey.
He's shy. Right.
Well, he's over there playing with them kitties. He's got 2 kitties. They are kind of cute.
What's coming up this week?
They are kind of cute.
What do we have this week in wrestling?
Oh, there's a ton. But the big thing, obviously, is Senior Nationals.
Senior Nationals this week.
Bam!
Anything else?
I want to go home.
PG Wrestling, baby, we'll be back.
Love you guys.